Hello, welcome to Sunday sprints that are normally in the morning but are at night tonight because of Pride. For some reason, it did not cross my mind that Pride was Sunday morning and also I scheduled sprints for Sunday morning.
That's funny.
I don't know what happened. But we are here a little bit later in the evening. We are joined by a Margaret, who's never been on my channel before, and also a Rye.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect timing.
I couldn't have timed that any better. Oh, the lighting is really strange.
Welcome.
Hello.
We decided to do Sunday night sprints tonight.
I love it.
Because I need to get stuff done. So anyways, welcome. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, Alyssa. What are you guys doing tonight?
Food prep.
Food prep.
And then maybe editing a video if I ever finish the food prep.
Fair. What are you up to, right?
I am doing a bunch of several different things. We'll be getting the kids to bed, and then I have to finish some stuff for work. I have to edit a video. I'm also reading this when I get a chance.
Ooh, that one's good.
Which I'm absolutely loving. I read a bunch of it last night, and then I had to go to bed. And then I have 15 minutes of an audiobook left. I'm kind of doing a mishmash of things tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am going to be listening to Delilah Green Doesn't Care. It's a reread for me, obviously. But I'm reading all three of them because I got an arc for Iris.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to read all three of them because I feel like that's the perfect way to start Pride. Is to read a book I know is going to be 5 stars. Yes, eye makeup and hair is on point.
Oh, thank you. I filmed today, and Brianna messaged me right. I was like, I should probably go take this off and start food prep. And Brianna's like, do you want to be on sprints today? I was like, sure, why not? And then it turned out to be a good thing because I'd forgotten to take my thumbnail, so I changed.
I was just helping you.
It is absolutely amazing. Sorry, the kids are, it's bedtime, so I might be in and out.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, you know the drill, but
I see Nora in the background.
She just had a bath, and then Grayson's taking a bath, so it's Sunday night, so it's everyone's baths and backpacks and.
Are they? You're still in school for another couple weeks, right?
So our last day of school, so elementary school is June 24th is the last official day.
Late.
Yeah, and then high school kids, this is their last full week, and then they have 2 days the week after, then Regents start. So my last full day of week of kids is this week, so it's pretty not too. Yeah, we don't start school till after Labor Day.
That's right. We always have this conversation every year.
Yeah, so my school year goes. Yeah, we literally end school the 24th, and then we leave for vacation the 25th. So it's we're right up to the last.
Oh wow!
Yeah. It's silly. Grayson has 3 half days the last week. It's so.
What is the point? Yeah.
Yeah, it's so silly,
and that just makes it difficult for you to try to figure out
Yeah, thankfully Sam is home.
Okay.
Make it a lot easier. But yeah, otherwise it's so for parents it's so difficult if they're both working. So
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I also cannot claim credit for the hair. It was done yesterday because I got my color retouched.
Oh.
The only time it will ever do this is when someone else does it for me.
Right? I feel that every time. I'm show me how you're doing this. And then I try to do it at home and I'm can't figure it out.
I can't get the angle right. They are able. They have more patience than I do.
I just wish you could take your hair off your head and then style it and then put it back on.
That's called a wig.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to sweat in a wig.
That's part of why I was really happy when I started realizing that my hair was wavy because I can just be I can just crunch some product in here.
That's pretty much what I do.
Do an extra crunch and then let it dry.
Right. Hello, working from home today due to upper respiratory tract infection. Oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, we're here to keep you company. It feels weird that it's already Monday there. Hello, Shannon. Also, have any of you read 1,000 Boy Kisses? Started it last night, 5% in, and is a blubbering mess. I haven't. I think I've heard of it, but I haven't read it. Probably going to be listening to my audiobook, Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Oh, yes. I love that book. Because of a swollen eye. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No to the swollen eye. Yes to Danny
Yes to the book. No to the swollen eye. I'm so sorry. There's a roller coaster of emotions there. Listening to The Forest of Vanishing Stars by Kristen Harmel, historical fiction, and my physical read is The Last Word. You have to let me know how you're liking The Last Word.
I liked The Last Word a lot.
I really did too. I think I gave it 4.5. Like it's not as good as No Exit.
Yeah, it wasn't a 5-star read for me either, but it was. I think I rated it 4 or 4.5. I think it ended up being.
I am gonna read Hairpin Bridge this summer though.
I never read it, but now I'm just curious just to see. Like
me too. I'm gonna do a like third time's the charm kind of video, and that'll be one of the authors.
Nice.
Hello, Julie. Hello, Ro. Reading Fractal Noise. Nice. Just
That's
finished my latest
Paolini book, right?
Yeah, that's the one that like has the AI cover.
AI cover. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not reading that series now.
I mean, you could read it on ebook, maybe. I mean, the author doesn't have a lot of say on the cover, though.
He doesn't. But like, I don't want to support any publishing companies that are willing to do that.
That's
because
true. So buy it on Pango in about 3 months.
I also haven't heard great things about that series.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I've heard it's very mid. Granted, I don't, and that's from people who loved the Aragon books.
Right.
So,
well, but like that's to Sleep in a Sea of Stars is very different from Aragon.
Yeah. So, anyways, who I heard it from today also really like sci-fi. So it's not like they don't do that. I also need to finish the Aragon cycle too.
Yeah. Don't listen to it on audio. The audiobook is terrible.
I already made that mistake 10 years ago.
Bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, I listened to Brissinger on audiobook, and that was when I realized that Christopher Paolini writes too much.
No, the problem is that he uses the same like this like really, really creepy voice for Zafira.
Oh, I know the Zafira voice. That didn't bother me as much as 4 pages talking about a sword.
Oh, yeah, that too. No, I just listened to like I think it was the first 2 we listened to on a road trip, and it was like, oh my God, so bad. It's like, oh, like no,
it's not the greatest voice. It is not. But
I could not do it. I like was laughing.
I heard worse.
Hello, Kelsey. Just finished my latest read. Trying to pick a new one. Do you have choices? Do you want us to help you?
Help! Don't point to your bookshelves. Give us options.
Let me send that to you.
Need to figure out supper, and then going to be reading the Kaiju Preservation Society. I need to read this one.
It's such a good book. Anyways, I'm fine.
Great, good woman, buddy.
First time on the channel. Welcome, Erin. Reading The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. I've heard good things about this one.
I really like Frida McFadden. Like, I know that the one book for Lightning Crew was kind of a flop, but I've read several others of hers, and like they're just like fun reads that I can get done like super quick.
Have you read this one?
I haven't. I really want to get this one.
This is the newest one, right?
I think so. They're great palette cleansers.
Or is this the one? Maybe this is the one that was in the Goodreads Awards last year.
Is this what I think is this series? I feel like it's a series. Is it the blue cover with the eye peeking out of the?
Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking.
Okay. I haven't read that one yet.
But I could be wrong. The 5th book is coming out this year. The 5th Aragon book?
The 5th which book? There's a 5th. Please don't tell me there's a 5th Aragon book.
No, I think there is because I think Derek told me about it.
Christopher.
Christopher.
It was so funny because he was a homeschooler, and so I was really into those books when they came out, so much that I wrote him a fan letter, and he wrote me a really nice letter back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the Aragon book. There's a 5th Aragon book.
Jesus, I quit. I'm going, Brianna. Goodbye.
But like you can picture it now though, because now BookTube is going to have read-alongs for all of them.
Jesus Christ, Christopher.
And that means I'm gonna have to read all those again.
I mean, I never really liked them.
I'm pretty sure that was I probably only read it because I was homeschooled.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because like Aragon wasn't terrible, if I remember correctly. Like I know it's really derivative and it's very, very like it's Star Wars. It's fantasy Star Wars.
Right.
With dragons. And I liked Eldest, but then between when I read Eldest and I read Brissinger, there was the entirety of me going to college.
Right.
And so I'd done creative writing classes and I was much more aware of stuff that like he didn't do well when I was reading Brissinger, that I was like, bro, you use twice as many words, sometimes 4 times as many words.
I guess feels like a KU book at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Jen. Be editing and then listening to written and read for a buddy read. Nice. Okay, it's the sequel to the blue cover, The Housemaid. That's okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. He didn't cover everything in the first 4. Apparently not.
And if I remember correctly, something like, I don't know that I'm gonna like the ending of how the 4 go, because I read for the romance, and I'm pretty sure it's romance.
Not gonna say anything. Then again, I don't think I've read them since high school, so like I could be wrong.
That can't be possible, Brianna, if you've read them recently.
No, I haven't read. I read the first 2 because we were on a road trip and we had it. And I don't know why we decided to choose that one. And then I didn't continue with the series. But I had read all of them in high school.
Yeah. You're not that far behind me, though.
Huh?
Because Inheritance came out like fully after I was in college. Like it wasn't out when I read.
Really?
Yeah. Inheritance took so long to come out because originally it was supposed to be a trilogy and then it ended up being a quartet.
That's right. Okay, well, that's what I meant. I don't know.
Listen, I have an entire.
I also went to school for 2 years while living at home while in college.
That would make sense. But sorry, I have the Gallagher Girl series is like thoroughly tied in my brain with high school.
Right.
And yet the first book came out the year I graduated. So
okay, so it was number 3 was 2008. So that would have been my freshman year.
Yeah.
Of high
November
school.
was 2011. Or sorry, no, Inheritance was November 2011.
Yeah. So I was in college. Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say, there's no way you were in high school. I was not in high school at that point, and you're like 2 years behind me, I think.
I think just 1.
Okay.
I graduated in 07.
Oh yeah, then you're just 1 year behind me.
I think I might have graduated college 2 years behind because I took 5 years. Like I took a gap year. Not between senior year and freshman year. I did not take the gap year. I took it between like sophomore year and junior year.
It happens sometimes. Listen, I was in college an extra year because my community college had 0 theater classes. So there's like a whole year that I was just taking theater classes.
Oh, right. Yeah, so I graduated high school in 2007, but I didn't graduate college until 2013.
Oh, yeah. I graduated in 2010.
Yeah, I just made really good money managing restaurants, and so I just took a year off.
That makes sense. I mean, honestly, was degree even worth it?
Well, since I'm not using it.
Same.
All right. So book options are Collarbound, Warrior Girl Unearthed, or The Nightingale. I've heard really good things about Warrior Girl Unearthed.
I haven't read any of them.
I haven't read any of them though.
I don't. Oh yeah, I was gonna say yes.
Warrior Girl Unearthed is the new Angeline Boulley.
It's the new Angeline Boulley.
Yeah. Thor really liked that book.
Yes.
So. All right. Well, we are going to do a sprint, mostly so Rai can put her kiddos to bed.
Grayson's actually going to read. His book is going to read.
Oh, Grayson's going to stay up for the sprint.
What are you going to read? What are you reading tonight?
What are you reading, Grayson?
Wild Kratts.
Very nice.
It's level 2.
The level 2 book, yeah.
Level 2.
Nice.
Nice. And then a bookmark.
He does. He reads. Yep, look at his book, and he has his bookmark.
I use it for volunteer stuff. Does that count?
A channel with old people like me. Yeah, I am the grandma of BookTube.
I'm 31.
I am grandma of BookTube. Well, it's funny because if you sit down, like a lot of the OG BookTubers, they're actually in their late 20s and early 30s.
Yeah, but a lot of them,
but they're not doing stuff anymore.
They're not active anymore. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do 45-minute sprints.
It's really interesting. I'm wondering who's going to be at BookNet Fest this coming year.
Crystal, we are actually exactly the same age, I believe, except I think you're 15 hours older than me because we share a birthday.
That's funny.
That's how we bonded like 3 years ago. We both realized it was our birthday on Twitter.
I love that. Where the slate is so bad. We're gonna make lots of heads.
All right. Well, I will see you all in 45 minutes.
Yay!
Hello, welcome back.
Hi.
I got my video published.
Yay.
And then I listened to 9% of Delilah Green.
Ooh.
And I'm having a grand old time.
That's good. We love to see it.
Yes. How'd you guys do?
We're halfway through food prep.
Nice.
The meat and the veggies have been cooked. Now I just have to finish the salsa and and I have to chop the lettuce.
Nice. So, what's on the menu for this week?
We're trying to stock tacos that we can bring to work.
Oh, nice.
And so I'll just reheat the meat at work and then go ahead and throw on some salsa and lettuce. And
I need to get better about like prepping food for lunch because half the time I forget and then I either don't eat or I just like go eat fast food and it's expensive.
Yeah, I agree.
How'd you do, Ray?
Why is my camera all weird? I just finished editing. Oh my god, editing. I'm gonna go eat something. I just finished editing my vlog and then I have to work on the thumbnail. All the kids are sleeping.
What vlog are you doing?
I did a book shopping this weekend. So yes. So I just finished it. So it was an easy edit, which is always nice.
I love those.
Yeah. So
I need to do another book shopping vlog because it has been
so easy. It's easy content and I love they're my favorite to film.
And they do so well.
All you have to do is literally mute your clips, put music in the background, and you call it a day.
Right.
So,
get it at least 8 minutes so that way you can get one of those mid ads.
Absolutely.
We had a couple people have joined us. Hello, Jane. Just joining, listening to Dead Silence while getting things done for work. That was a good audiobook. Hello, Becca.
Hey, Becca.
22% into Forest of Vanishing Stars and about to start the last word. Or only have it physically, not audiobook. The physical book honestly was really good, but Crystal, if you have Scribd, I think the last word is on Scribd. Hello, Rachel. Watching my who watched my video. Actually, I am less scared of Spiffbo.
I saw you posted a video. I have to go watch it.
I did the try a chapter where I read the first chapter of all of them.
Oh,
nice. There are some where I'm like, $20 says I don't finish this book. But then there were two that I ended up buying physically because of
oh, nice,
how intrigued I was. One is giving me City of Brass vibes.
Ooh, that's promising.
I'm like, it's only a chapter and I can't say that yet, but read 77 pages. Wow. This one's reading far quicker than To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. That one was listened to 6% of Loveless and then started a graphic novel. Nice.
I liked Loveless.
Oops, didn't stop gaming when my task is over like I said I would. This is a mood.
Whoops.
This is a mood.
Well, that was rude.
Yes, Margaret's eye makeup is on point.
Thank you. I just haven't taken it off since I filmed.
And here I am in a hot mess, Kevin showered.
Same. I went to the Pride Parade this morning and then dog training where we ran during dog training because they were doing jumps and stuff. So I'm sweating. I'm gonna take a shower when I get off sprints tonight. Hello. Reading This Poison Heart, really enjoying it. Nice. It may be because your billing date is coming up, possibly. Because then they won't show up. But if you look on, if you search by author, sometimes it'll show up. Next one is Bioshifter. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh, it got really dark in here. I don't know why. I need to turn my light on.
Oh. Gonna read a manga first so I can get back on track because I had a giant headache yesterday and barely read.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you get the headaches like I do? I do apologize for that.
I don't think that's your fault. I think that's actually your parents' fault.
It's actually my grandparents, but yes.
You'll need to apologize to your kids if you have kids.
There you go.
You have to apologize to your sister.
Well, I am sorry that you are also suffering this because I was completely out of it Thursday. Didn't get very far in my audiobook because I ate dinner. Nice. I need to do something for dinner in the next sprint. Made it to 61%. Have half of Friday slides left for work. Nice. Also was talking to my dad, the plane crash of the supersonic boom that was in the DMV area today. Oh.
What plane crash?
I didn't know there was one.
Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn my light on.
Yes, it would be nice. We would like to see your face, right?
It's like not like dark outside. Like the sun's setting, but it's not like I don't know why my house was. It's like just the way the sun's hitting my house. Like it makes it look like it's dark with the curtains.
The webcams on MacBooks are not the greatest.
No, it's really not, and it's crazy because, like I said, it's not. If you looked like it here, it was like it was pitch black out. It's not even close.
Yeah, that's why I have to turn my big light on because otherwise, if I turn it off, even though it's only 6 o'clock, so like it's still fully bright outside, it will look like it's completely dark.
Yeah, it's not even like Sam's at a bike ride right now, so it's not even like it's dark out.
I think that's just a general webcam thing because I have a nice one, and it still does that. If it's
so annoying,
slightly dark behind me, it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh well. I'd like to enjoy summer, please. Game is closed. Editing software open. You can do it, Julie. I believe in you. I want to see your new video, so I need you to edit it.
It's just so much work.
It really is. I've had content like I just have it sitting in my on my memory card, and I'm like, I need to edit, but it's so much work. Had to search for the title, and it's making you wait till the 20th. That sucks. Yeah, my new camera, I can't get the lighting to work yet. It's like it's trying to adjust. So then I have to adjust the lighting in editing and like white balance it in editing. And I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
You have a Canon, right?
Yeah.
I can walk you through that, I think. So, are you using auto or are you using
manual?
Okay,
Manual.
I can't walk you through that.
Well, because in auto it wasn't letting me do anything.
Yeah.
Like it only let me pull up the white balance in manual.
Weird.
Yeah.
Because mine's an auto and it'll let me adjust white balance and stuff like that. Now it doesn't, like you can do, it doesn't let you even do custom white balance. Like you take the picture.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like stupid.
Canon white balance is, I have a hard time with it, but like mine is on auto and I can't adjust the f-stop or anything like that, but I can adjust that and I can adjust white balance. And then what was the other thing you were having an issue with? That's so weird that it doesn't let you do that.
It might, and I just like don't know how to find it.
Have you gone into the menu?
Yeah, but so like basically what I've just had to learn how to do is I have to pull all of my clips into iMovie and edit them all together.
Yeah.
Like white balance it all together, because otherwise if I do it clip by clip, it's not going to be the same and you'll see it.
Yeah. Excuse me. Because there should be some white balance presets that help.
There are in manual.
Okay.
But they don't, they kind of sort of help. But the other thing is I need to get a better light, like from up above, or different light bulbs.
Because all of my bulbs are daylight bulbs.
Yeah. But because this is a chandelier, I don't have as many options. Because they're the little like candle flame, the ones that like look like a flame. So I just have to do what I can, and my videos don't look fantastic right now, but it's fine.
Okay, you're getting out videos with quality content. That's what matters.
There was one other thing that you were saying, and I know how to do that one too, but I can't remember what it was, Brianna. I'm sorry.
It was mostly the white balance.
Only the white balance. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a way that you can set white balance. If you take a picture of a gray card. I have
if I just held up a white card, it would probably focus correctly.
I think for Canon or for white balance specifically, you want to use gray for reasons I don't understand. Now the problem that I run into is I was doing it wrong. So it always ends up kind of yellow when I try to
do that's the thing. Like that's what I'm having a problem with is everything I have is turning yellow.
Yeah.
So
sounds really complicated.
It's so complicated. I was like, I could have just, and the funny thing was, like, right after I got my camera, I got the new phone that does the same thing. It still blurs out the background, just like the camera does. And I was like, I didn't actually need a camera. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hello, Katie. Doing some cleaning. I need to shower, but we'll be reading The Wise Man's Fear in a bit. Nice. Well, welcome. All right. Well, that's the end of the comments. So let me reset the timer. And what am I doing? Okay. All right. Well, then, we will see you in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
I got to 34%, which
Nice.
is, hold on, I can tell you, page 125.
Nice.
And I also made my stack of books because I might maybe film my wrap up in the next sprint.
Nice.
Maybe. We'll see.
Not a bad idea.
How'd you do, Margaret?
Everything is done. I just gotta wait for it to cool, and I gotta label stuff. So,
Nice.
because like one of the things I made was a pineapple salsa. I just want to make sure I have a date on that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
No.
You know, coming
My
from
last 2 weeks-
someone who does that for a living, I would, suggest it.
Usually I don't bother with like most stuff if I know I'm going to use it pretty quickly, but like things like salsa, stock, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
that can be in there for a month and me not know it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very good.
Nice.
Don't ask how old the stock I used last week was.
Yes, I do the same thing with stock.
Like, I opened it sometime this month.
How'd you do, Rye?
I edited an IEP and then I finished my video and posted it for early access for Patreon. Finished my thumbnail. And yeah.
I saw that. I need to watch it in the next. I was like, oh man, I only have 5 minutes left. I can't watch it.
So it's productive.
Nice. We had a couple of people join us. Oh, thank you. This is from the Philly tour. Hello, Alex. Reading Punch Me Up to the Gods by Brian Broom, 75% in, hoping to finish it tonight. I believe in you. Hello, welcome. Working on The Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter at the 35% completed. Nice. How are you enjoying it? Hello, Jacqueline. Reading My Pretties by Jeff Strand.
That sounds like a Wizard of Oz retelling.
It kind of does. I was thinking like dark serial killer thriller, but that works too. It's fine. I'm okay.
I was a musical theater kid in the mid 2000s. Everything goes back to Wicked at some point.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just somehow on Shiny Happy People TikTok.
I heard about that. I'm like, oh, I need to watch that.
I do too. I might watch
like
a little
Funny
bit of it
Fridays,
tonight.
but official.
I might watch a little bit of it tonight.
What is it on?
Prime.
Prime. Oh, okay. I have that too.
Yeah.
Something to watch.
Well, because I started, so I think it's because I followed a couple of people when Josh, is that the oldest one, was like arrested, and I was following them for like the courtroom updates, and then now like they're starting to talk about the show.
I'm intrigued by it.
I am too.
There's a book too that was released not that long ago.
Well, Ginger's book came out.
Yes, that's the
I
one.
bought that one on Pango. It should be here next week.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. The whole concept of this is interesting.
And then Jill is actually in the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Surprising. I mean, that's not surprising. Isn't she one of the ones that was molested?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes total sense because she wants to go out and be like telling her story.
Yeah.
It's like you really get like that. The way that they raise it's super abusive.
Oh, 100%.
Like you don't even have to be getting into the physical and emotional stuff. The fact that they hand off a sibling to the eldest child and just go, okay, it's your job now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's abusive. We do not live in a world that you need to do that anymore. We have birth control.
But I'm excited that the show is going to go above and beyond just the Duggars, like the entire cult.
I am intrigued by it. What is it on again?
Amazon Prime.
That's what I thought.
Also, do you know about Fundy Fridays, Rye? Have you ever watched any of their videos?
No, I've not.
She has a really good like 4-parter on the Duggars. She also does like the Plath family and all of that stuff. She just sits down and breaks down like all of the shit that's gone down, or she and her partner James break down all of the shit that's gone on with different like conservative political figures and cults and stuff like that.
That like I love these people. I've been really like hooked on watching like there's this other one I like where it's like it's exposing like families and like how they have this image. So like there's this family that's actually kind of not far from where I live. They're called the Doherty Dozen or whatever. And they got famous from like YouTube and TikTok. And like this guy is like it started off as a podcast, but like he really like breaks it down in like the exploitation of children and like just like how people see these families because they took in like some foster kids and all these other stuff, but like they're using that like these kids are like she literally films every day of their life and they get no benefits. Like it's I love the breakdown of like when people like expose these families for like
there's a couple that does it that lives here in Utah and they do a lot of the Mormon family vloggers.
Oh, was that one of the couples that like everything was imploding when we were over there? I think I thought we were over there around the time that like it was found out that like one of the people was having an affair with another person in the friend group, and basically they were this unknown group of swingers because they were all having sex with each other's houses.
Oh no, it's not them. Their name is Jordan and McKay.
Oh, I know about that.
They're an ex-Mormon couple. So they have a really like in-depth like personal viewpoint when they can like talk about the family vloggers in the like church aspect of it. And then they also do a lot of breakdown on Mormon religion. They have an entire series on like what actually goes on in the temple.
Interesting.
It's fascinating.
Well, right now my like YouTube like when they like suggest videos, I either have obviously BookTube stuff, and then now I have like people exploiting family vloggers, and then Disney because we're going to Disney next year.
Yeah.
And so we're watching like all these Disney videos. I'm like, this is a range. Like, I have the hamster races that Grayson somehow subscribed to, I now get live updates when they're doing hamster maze races. Those people make a lot of views on their channels.
Yeah.
You're like, do I need to get 3 hamsters and just start doing
it? They're literally handmade hamster mazes, and people watch them live, and they're like, I'm like, I just don't understand.
If you want a good
hamsters, they're the ones that eat themselves.
If you want a good Disney parent vlogger, Sierra Schultze.
Ooh, you'll have to send me the name.
I will.
Disneyland or Disney World, right?
The one in Florida. So Disney
World.
Yes.
I'm like 2 hours away from there.
Ooh, yeah, we're going in February. My parents and we're all going, and so we're starting. I just got Grayson the kid version of like a Disney planner book so that he can like go through it. And then we watched he watched this whole hour and a half YouTube video about breakdown of each of the rides. And as soon as we finished it, for just Magic Kingdom, he wanted to play it back and start the whole movie, like the whole YouTube video again.
You guys staying at one of the hotels, or are you staying?
Yeah, my parents are doing all of it. So like we're staying we're staying in Magic Kingdom at like the resort that's like inspired by like Native American like
Polynesian?
Maybe.
It's either that or that might be Fort Wilderness potentially.
It might be Fort Wilderness. It's like I think it's Fort Wilderness.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yes, Wilderness Lodge. We're staying in one of like the
That's a nice one. They also have we've stayed at the campground and then we went in to eat there.
Cool.
If you guys have time to do a tour of all the hotels, it's free and it's like it keeps the kids occupied because you're going like you're riding the rail like all over. So like if you need like a chill activity one evening where you're not in park and having to eat park food, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna you can like take a boat right from your hotel.
Oh, that'll be so much fun.
Nice.
And he's at like the perfect age.
Yeah, he'll be 6. Nora will just be shy of turning 3, and Beckham will just have turned 1.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a good time for all of them. Is your extended family going too?
So my mom and dad are going, and then because of my schedule, it's so hard with school. So like I have to go on a break. So like it's not like the most ideal time, and like my sister and my brother-in-law can't go because that's right in the midst of his basketball season, like for coaching. So they're going to bring them another time. And then same with my brother because they're due like next week, my sister-in-law. And so the baby wouldn't even be one yet.
Yeah.
So they're going to do another trip, I think maybe with, I don't know. My parents are bringing the different ones, but so yeah.
Well, that'll be good because it'll be like dedicated time with the grandparents.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They're really excited. So.
Eat off site as much as you can.
Yes.
So expensive. Yes.
We usually would do like we do breakfast at the hotel and we do dinner outside the park. And like the only one we do inside the park would be lunch and then maybe a snack or two.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good idea.
You'll need to check Disney's rules now for whether or not you can bring in snacks and food.
Snacks and stuff, yeah.
Because I know we used to bring in snacks, but I know they may have changed that.
Yeah, I haven't been since I've been a kid, so I'm excited.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Got 34 pages into the last word. The dog lives, right? Listen, I can't tell you that. Like the dogs. That is the entire tension of the book is whether or not the dog lives.
The dog.
But I gave it 4.5 stars.
Now I'm curious on how much I gave it again. It was either 4. What did I give it?
I gave it 4.5 stars. So like that should tell you the answer without telling you the answer. Had supper, continued kaiju. Nice.
4.5 rounded up to 5.
Yeah, I think that's what I did too. Like it wasn't as good as No Exit, but I think it still had a lot of the same elements.
It had the same vibe, like that, like on the edge of your seat. You could read it
so fast. Yeah.
Yes.
Like I think I read it in 2 sittings.
Yeah, I read it really fast too.
Yeah. Got 70% into Dead Silence, finished my slides, took a shower, billed Medicaid for 2 students, and started finalizing my last IEP of the school year. Nice. Exciting.
Jane, when does your school end, Jane?
Also, that was such a productive sprint.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I sat here and I ate some egg rolls.
I chopped a bunch of lettuce.
Nice.
And let it sit in ice water for 10 minutes.
There you go. Just joining, but I plan to read Cursed by Marissa Meyer. Nice. Finished editing, started the upload, and started reading. Nice. Cleaned up, showered, and got to 72% of the Weight of Blood audiobook. How are you liking this? This is one I definitely want to read this spooky season.
I loved it. The audiobook is the way to go. Like
it's full cast, isn't it?
It's full cast. It literally is like you're watching a movie.
Maybe I will read this during Summerween.
The audio is amazing.
Is Summerween in June or July?
July.
Okay. Maybe I'll do it during Summerween.
I really liked the book.
I have too much to read in June. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Came in the middle of the sprint, made it to 37%. Nice. Audible won't let you buy The Crew. That's frustrating. It's on sale. Why won't it let you? 83 pages that sprint. That is amazing. I don't know how you read so fast. Chill's book should be out next year. Yeah, I think so. The Duggar documentary is so good. Nice.
So I need to get to it. I need to prioritize it.
I do too. Should I have done this weekend? Probably. But I also have been sprinting every single night, or I've been on stream every day since Wednesday.
The past 2 months, I'm like, this is my first time being on sprints since, I don't know, like sometime last week.
I just like accidentally, like I scheduled my sprints and then Neva asked me to be on sprints and then I forgot about Patreon. So I had to do Patreon sprints. And then yesterday was book club and then tonight.
Yeah.
Is this a Sherlock Holmes retelling or is this the original Sherlock Holmes? Because I was going to say, if it's the original Sherlock Holmes, just know every single story is probably going to have some sort of animal death.
Yeah. That is fair.
Just because of when it was written. And the fact that it's there are certain stories in Sherlock Holmes that could be considered horror.
For sure. Yeah.
So, they were horrifying to me when I watched it on Wishbone.
Yeah. Shiny Happy People was so worth it. I had no idea just how big their religion is in the US. It's like not only is that religion so large, but then there are like subsets of the religion that like take
well, yeah, because it's Bill Gothard, right?
This is Bill Gothard, yeah. But like because
he's
like
also a molester.
Right. I would say that like the religion that I grew up in is very much a subset of Gothard, but like Gothard, but make it California hippie.
Guys, that sounds like Calvary Chapel.
Description of it.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, okay. I've been to a few of their churches.
That's where I grew up. I'm glad that actually makes sense.
Oh my god. There was an entire episode. Who was it? Was it either You're Wrong About or Behind the Bastards did an entire episode on how Calvary Chapel got started over in California and all the stuff that went into that. My dad actually likes them better than he likes a lot of the Pentecostal churches. So
they're like if you like watch us, I decided a couple months ago, I decided to watch a sermon from like my old church. I watched 5 minutes and I was like, huh. This is terrifying. This is a cult. Students are done Friday. The rest are done on the 13th, and teachers on the 14th.
Nice. I'm so jealous.
I was raised Assemblies of God, sort of.
Okay.
We were non-denominational, but like most of the churches we ended up going to were Assemblies of God churches because they were Pentecostal. And so we were like Bill Gothard adjacent and like Train Up a Child adjacent. Not everyone did that, but you would hear a lot of the stuff that they talked about being used in sermons and being used for advice and that kind of thing.
I don't even think we were Train Up a Child adjacent.
Yeah.
Like, I think my mom had multiple copies of that book.
Like, we definitely had, like, it
was like her morning Bible, like, study stuff on the side table was like the Bible, her, like, women's devotional, and then that one.
So I still have some of my devotionals from when I was in the women's group of my church. Oh boy. I've got one right there with Priscilla Shirer.
There you go. Oh, no.
And it's funny because some of the stuff that they do have in there, it's like, yeah, this makes sense. This is encouraging. But then when you see how they apply it in their lives, it's like, did you miss the point of the lesson you wrote yourself?
Yeah. So I'm a teacher in Texas, and the students' last day was May 24th. Had 2 trainings, a transition, getting 6th grade info, and passing on 8th grade stuff to high school. Meeting last week. Officially on summer break. That is a reason to celebrate.
Hooray for you.
That is a reason to celebrate. Oh, Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter is what.
Okay, yeah.
Reading. Yes. I haven't read this one, actually.
It sounds very good.
It sounds good, and the cover is like really, really gorgeous.
I really want to read this one.
No, there were protesters at the Pride Parade today.
Of course they were.
Just yelling at everybody as they walked by, like telling parents they were terrible parents for bringing their kids to the parade. And
when I was active in church, our version of protest, now granted I never went because it was always on a date, I was like, I'm not going, was to go out and just hand out water bottles with Bible on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
we did that all the time at the pier.
So it was like they were not, like, it's so sad that it's gotten, I mean, like, it still wasn't cool, but like it's so sad that it's gotten so far away from, like, because it used to be, at least it used to be about love. Like, it wasn't about going to yell at people. It was about going to offer an invitation.
Right.
Granted, the invitation was to a life that was completely against who they were as a person, but it was like, you know, at least it wasn't going to harass.
It was really cool, though, because they were, like, standing on a corner. The police were everywhere, like, literally surrounding these people. Nowhere else on the parade route, just right there. And there was somebody selling rainbow umbrellas because it was, like, kind of rainy. And someone bought a bunch of them, pushed them out, and then blocked the signs from the parade route.
That's really cool.
I was like, that's cool. Like someone just spent like probably $150 to do that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Might as well.
Lots of love for Strange Case of the Alchemist's Daughter. Reorganized my living room shelf because the last book of favorite series is out in 2 days, so it gets the move to the living room.
Nice.
Nice.
I need to go through and get rid of some of my books.
It
I need
is
myself going, do I really need to keep Warcross? I don't think I'm ever reading that again. It was really good when I read it, but I don't think I'm reading that again.
I need to find somewhere for a new spot for my favorite shelves to put Fourth Wing on there and dedicate a
Did you finish it?
Oh my god, I did.
Yeah.
It is what?
I started it last week, but I haven't finished it.
It is like my whole it is like a top tier book, one of my favorite books of all time.
Really?
Like, oh my god. I finished it and then I want to read the audiobook of it. So I might
the audiobook is really good because Rebecca Soler does it.
I might literally start it over again.
Yeah.
And re-listen to it after I just finished it. It's that good.
Nice.
I'm obsessed with it.
Nice. Okay, I'm excited.
Maybe I can't stop thinking. Like it's just such.
Maybe I'll try to get back into it tomorrow because I only have 3 hours left of this.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be able to finish it up like before lunch tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
If I'm actually good about listening to an audiobook at work. But I think theoretically I only have one meeting tomorrow.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's nice. The covers are butt ugly, but they still get the living room. It's fair. Which series is this, Rachel? Anyway, I know I need to read all of I need to start reading Spiffbo books.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait for the one that I'm actually like super excited about. I'm gonna wait on because I bought it physically and I want to annotate it.
Mm-hmm. Oops, sorry.
There you're fine. Because like the opening line of chapter 1 was just like perfection. It was like Mark Lawrence level.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Will White's. You're right. Those covers are terrible. Collect Flame is a crime against nature. All right. Well, we are going to do probably one last sprint.
I'm probably gonna hop off so I can get ready for work tomorrow, unfortunately.
Stupid adulting. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. So I was very productive. I'm proud of myself.
Good job. I'm gonna go watch your video when we start sprint. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Ah. All right. Oh, I need to reset the timer. All right. Well, then we will see you in 45 minutes.
See you in 45.
Hello, welcome back.
Hi.
I filmed about half of my wrap up, and then I had to move my camera, so I had to put washi tape on the floor where my tripod needs to go.
Yes, I have painter's tape on my floor with where the tripod goes. I have 2 different positions too.
Well, I can't like permanently put it down because I have carpet.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I move my tripod, it's gonna like I'm in the middle of talking about my 4-star reads. So I just put washi tape.
You might be able to do gaff tape. That's what they use in theater.
Yeah.
And I believe that one is low residue, so it shouldn't leave a lot of sticky stuff behind.
I mean, it's not like I don't need one permanently. I just need, because it's not a big deal if it's like not in the same position for each video, but like in the middle of a video, I don't want it to change positions.
See, I have mine set up so that all I got to do is pop my tripod down. The tripod is set to I have to do like minimal fiddling.
Right.
Before we start filming.
Right.
So, oh, Jiminy Christmas, we had some stitches come undone while we were.
How did you do?
Well, I almost had an aneurysm because stupid fucking BitLocker got activated somehow again with my computer.
Oh no.
And for those of you that don't have the displeasure of knowing what BitLocker is, it is a program that is supposed to keep people from being able to steal your computer, but all it does is glitch, and then you have to put in a key or you never access your computer again. There is literally no way for them to get around it. Like there's no way for anyone to get around it. It is the worst fucking thing ever.
Right.
It's supposed to only activate when your drive gets removed.
Uh-huh.
Like if they remove your drive, you can't they can't access your information, but
makes sense.
I hate it. And I want to disable it and I can't, but I finally, like, it was giving me an extra error this time, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to shut my computer off and turn it back on again and see what happens. And that got me to a place where I was able to actually get back in.
Oh, good.
So
this is your editing computer, right?
Yeah, this is my $1,200 editing computer.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. I've had it for I think 2 years at this point. So
yeah,
that's about par for the course for me with computers, but it still works perfectly fine.
Right.
But I started watching. It's been so long since I edited this vlog. I was like, okay, I need to actually just watch this from the beginning until I'm caught up.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So.
Fair enough. Finished my manga, updated book tracker board. How is your 30 and 30 going so far?
Ooh, Becca.
Made it to 43%, 43 pages. Nice. Got distracted with nighttime routine and got reading stuff with Duggars. Sorry about the rabbit trail. Also trying to convince the dogs to let me sleep in my own bed. Mood.
Dog is the key word there. Mine, if she wanted to try and take over the bed, she was a medium-sized dog, but she was still small enough that I could just go whoop.
Oh yeah. So I'm convinced that Schmidt actually takes up more room than any of the other dogs, which is a bummer because he's the one that sleeps up there the whole night. Everyone else eventually gets down.
That's so funny. No, Susie learned eventually that she could not sleep on my pillow because when I realized I was allergic, I didn't kick her out of the bed with me. Right. I couldn't sleep with her next to my face.
That makes sense.
But she also, like, she knew when it was time for mom to go to bed, I moved.
No, Schmidt will lay like in between us, and
does he do the thing where he stretches?
Front feet up, back feet back. Like he's literally the length of a king size bed when he does that.
No, I feel like you are much more forgiving than I would be because someone would be losing bed sleeping privileges.
He's not that bad. It's fine. If it gets annoying, then I kick him off, but like he's fine.
You just need to like train him to curl up. I have a curl up command when he's on the bed so that you can like Schmidt curl up.
Yeah. He does that sometimes where he'll sleep like in the crook of my leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susie liked that.
He likes to stretch out at the beginning because usually Doyle's on the bed with us too for a little bit. And so he's trying to like make sure he gets the space.
I mean, you can't blame him there.
Because then when everybody gets down, then he'll kind of curl up. Oh, sorry, I didn't read this one. Made it to 56% of your book. Nice. Going decent. Got 3 so far. Gonna try to get through the 4th before I sleep tonight, but I have like 50% left. You know, or you could sleep. Made it to 9% of my audiobook. Nice. See, I moved my dachshund and he just stays in the spot. My puggle, she'll manage to get back in the spot. And if you get up to go to the bathroom, like by the time you get back, they have all taken your spot. So that's the thing. All right. Well, thank you guys all for hanging out with me tonight in these impromptu sprints because I forgot that Sunday morning was a thing.
I mean, we knew it. Sunday sprints were gonna happen. Just the time.
Just a few hours later. My service dog Sherlock. One of my dog's name is Sherlock. He always sleeps with me. I have found that I have to reposition once or twice during the night, but can't sleep at all without him. Yeah.
Yeah. Susie liked, like, if I was in the bed, she liked to be at the foot of the bed. Especially because she only really slept with me in the winter. Like she'd sleep in my room, but she would not get on the bed during summer. She'd be like, "Girl, you too hot."
Yeah. That's how the big dogs are. They don't want to sleep with me. Like Watson will sleep with us right after he gets a haircut for about a week, and then he's done.
That's funny. Susie started sleeping in the bed because it was cold one winter, and I was like, "Get up here, get your ass up."
Yeah. Doyle just likes to be, mama's baby.
Yeah. She wasn't allowed to sleep in the bed for the first 1 or 2 years of her life.
Yeah.
Then I turned 18, and my parents couldn't tell me what to do anymore.
It's fair.
I still kept her off the furniture, but she was allowed on my bed.
Fair. It's too much. Honestly, it's too much work to try to train a dog to stay off of a bed.
Oh, she downright refused. Like, even after I let her get on the bed, because she had a cue to get on the bed. I would pat it and go, okay.
Yeah.
So she knew that, like, and she would wait. If I was even slightly awake, she would wait.
Oh.
I said, okay, before she'd just sit there. You can say it, Mom? You can say, Mom? I'm a sleep dog. But she would downright refuse to get on, and she hated being on the furniture because she knew she wasn't supposed to be on it.
Oh.
Like, I had one when I got my wisdom teeth removed. I tried to get her to come up and snuggle with me on the couch, and she was like, "No,
I can't do that.
That's breaking rules, Mom." What are you asking? That's breaking rules.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. I will have sprints again on Wednesday, and then Scatagorathon for anyone who's Patreon will be starting Friday, or Scatagorathon sprints. The Scatagorathon prompts and everything are live, so if you wanted to start it this week, you can. But the sprints will start Friday, and then you'll be live. You'll be on your channel Saturday.
I will be on my channel this coming Saturday. We're doing 4 sprints this. I don't know if the week that I'm at BookNet Fest, if I'm gonna try and make that up, but we'll see. Because yeah.
But you'll get back Sunday, so you could always do Sunday.
I'll be back. Sunday is Father's Day.
And all right. Well, thank you guys so much. Good night. And we will see you next time.